Alright everybody, I decided to make a video ranking the animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's up until the sixth game. Um, because like, I think afterwards, I'm not saying the games went bad, but that's when I stopped caring. You know, I'm interested in the new one, but like all the AR characters, all the troll game characters, no, that's bullshit. These are just the straight up when the series. I almost said when the series originally ended, but like I think the series originally ended like five times in the first four games, you know. But like after the story originally finally concluded, you know, we knew most stuff. Um, so I decided I'm going to rank pretty much all of these characters on my thoughts. Now, how am I gonna rank them? I'm not gonna rank them based off of like, oh, I'm gonna put Ennard in S because, or I'm gonna rank Baby in S because she was the main character. No, 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 no. The first thing and the most important to me, the main reason I like these characters, how do they look? You know, I like characters that either look scary, like Phantom BB or Scrap Baby. Those characters are genuinely pretty creepy. Or characters that look really cool, for instance, like Nightmare Bonnie, Golden Freddy, Nightmare Chica. You know, those characters, I like those characters. Um, but also, yeah, genuinely cool or genuinely scary. But characters that are integral to plot, if I enjoy them, that's another factor. How they play in the game, I'm not really as concerned with. It's cool if they are engaging in a game, but like I'm not gonna like a character or dislike a character because they're not fun to fight or there's not fun to fight or they are fun. Because it's usually more dependent on the game. Like for instance, I fucking hate this Foxy in the second game, and I hate Puppet. I think they ruined the game. Uh, well, you could argue they're what make the game challenging, but like they're not integrated well at all, and the game just kind of sucks because of it. I know, controversial opinion. Oh, that's another thing. Uh, you're not going to agree with this list. You're not. This is going to be a bit spicy, so if you can't handle that, I don't know what to tell you. Um, so I'm actually going to add another tier. So what do these tiers mean? S tier are like my all-time favorite. I really, really, really like these characters, even outside of Five Nights at Freddy's. These characters are legitimately like some of my favorite designs. A tier are characters that I also just really happen to like. B tier are good too. C tier, they're not bad. They're just okay. D tier are characters that are just lame, and I really don't like the characters in F. So, okay, let's get on with the rest of the list. Um, so we'll start with Mangle, and to be honest, I'm not a big fan of like just fun time Foxy, but Mangle's kind of interesting. Um, I find Mangle to be kind of an unnecessary character in the second game because like all really is that she just plays audio noises. I like the mechanic where if he gets on the in the corner, like you don't put your mask on in time, she gets in the corner and just kills you randomly. That's cool. Um, but like otherwise, Mangle's decently cool. I don't like the second game, but I do like the characters from the second game. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I guess B tier is fine. Balloon Boy. This is going to be an interesting choice. A lot of people really don't like Balloon Boy, and other than his kind of obnoxious "hello, hi," I don't really know why. Because I think he's genuinely pretty creepy. He's so uncanny. He's the most uncanny character. That's probably why I like Nightmare Balloon Boy so much. Um, Well, Balloon Boy, he's pretty creepy. If he actually killed you, I probably would like him a little bit more. But like, I genuinely like this version of Balloon Boy, or just Balloon Boy in general. Just a genuinely unnerving character. I don't know. I get he's not cool. He's not a fox pirate like, what is he? Foxy. Um, but like, he's a genuinely pretty creepy horror character. For some reason, he kind of reminds me of like a Shrek character. He looks like a character that would be in Shrek. Am I the only one who thinks that? He reminds me of like a mix between Lord Farquaad and Pinocchio, which is pretty good in and of itself. So once again, we're gonna put him in B tier. I like him a little bit more than Mangle. JJ, um, kind of a cool little Easter egg, but other than that, just there. Not a big fan of JJ, just kind of uninteresting. So probably D tier. All right, so I Withered Freddy. I actually really like Withered Freddy. Um, a lot. I actually like the Withered designs of the Wither designs a lot more. Even if they were fixed, I like them a lot more than, with the exception of maybe Bonnie. I like them a lot more than their design in the first game. 'Cause in the first game, there's something off about them. Like they look creepy in game, but like outside of that, they look kind of goofy. Is what I'm trying to say. But in the second game, they actually look pretty intimidating, especially Freddy here. So I quite like Freddy. Um, he's a really he kind of he look even though he's like thinner than this version, he's less fat, I guess. He looks really big and intimidating. His jump scare is really stupid, but that can be said for a lot of characters. So I'm gonna put him in B tier. I like him a little bit more than BB. And Bonnie, a very popular character, and for good reason. But I hate him. F tier. No, I'm just kidding. A tier. One of my favorites. Five, top three characters. I didn't even put him in S tier, and that's how you know there's not going to be that many in this. But if they made a figurine of this character, I'd buy him. Really cool. Because here's the thing: either he doesn't have this extra mouth detail and this like eyes and the metal piece, and he would just be really creepy. Because I find characters who have a head but no face like actually disturbing. Like if he didn't have like the eyes and the mouth and the extra details, he'd just be a big hole with these bottom layers of teeth, and he'd be ridiculously scary. Probably the scariest character in the game. But with these details, he's a lot less scary, but he's a lot cooler. So I like this character quite a bit. I even like the Five Nights at Freddy's world design. That's how much I like him. It's so hard to get this character design wrong. So I don't understand why there's literally no good merch of him. But whatever. Okay, Withered Chica. This is where we're gonna get a bit controversial. I'm not a big fan of Withered Chica. Probably my least favorite of the Withereds. Usually, it's really weird. Either I can really like Chica, or Chica's like by far the least scary of them. A lot of people think she's scary in this game. I don't get it. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Like, sure, she has like from the side. You see her from the side like once, and she's pretty creepy there. But otherwise, she's got these big old goofy eyes and this wide agape mouth, and she's just permanently T posing. And I always found like, before the T pose meme, I always thought it was a little silly. It looked like she was holding pom poms. So I was never afraid of this version of Chica. And her jump scare is funny. She just pops up out of nowhere. She's like, it's a funny jump scare. So not a bad character design. It's an interesting way to make an already really lame character a little bit scarier, but still kind of lame. So not a big fan of Withered Chica. And I said you're not going to agree with me. This is an interesting character to rank. I don't know where to put Withered Foxy because I think the first Foxy, where is he? Right here, is one of the most overrated characters in the game. Like completely. Most overrated. Like he's not really that cool looking. He's not scary. He looks like an edgy persona, but I really like the redesign of the second game. He Not only does he look cooler, but his really long mouth, and especially the times where you can't see his eyes, he actually is genuinely creepy. So I really like the character redesign. I want to put him in B tier, but you know what? I think he belongs in A tier, very low A. But I really do like this version of Foxy. It's a really good redesign. This picture is really shitty, but I like him in game. Like, let me just okay. Let me find the image. It's gonna probably take a second. Um, I don't know why people want to fix him. It's stupid. The fuck? Okay. Um, that's not it. Let me just look up their screen. This genuinely freaks me out. This is a pretty. This looks this looks kind of scary. You know, if I booted this game up when I was like 10, I'd probably never play the game ever again. It's not the scariest first screen, but yeah, really, really, really good. Um, I like this character quite a bit. I think after this, we're gonna go with the originals. Yeah, we're gonna go with the originals. We're gonna rank them. I don't know what they're doing, being so sporadic. Golden Freddy. I'm gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna do the originals. Um, now I don't like Freddy. Um, he's intimidating in the actual game, but like outside of that, he's just okay. Like I don't think he's that great. But he is the name, the face of the game, and I really like his name. Freddy Fazbear is one of the stupidest names ever. 1 second. Okay, yeah, audio. Freddy Fazbear is such a goofy ass name. I love it. So, he's low B. He's low B. I really like Bonnie though. I don't know what it is. He's creepy in game. He still looks creepy, but also kind of cool in the same time outside of the game. So I don't know where to put him. I'm gonna put him very low A, very low. When we get more characters, he's gonna be at the bottom of A. But I still like this character design. Even DJ Sturf likes him, and he's like the Five Nights at Freddy's god. So like, yeah. Chica is okay. Our first real low tier. I don't give a shit. Chica looks. I mean, she can look sometimes a little creepy, like in some angles in the first game. But like, she is so fucking goofy. She does not give me the same vibes as like I don't know Bonnie or Freddy does. She sucks. Chica sucks. Um, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're ranking Chica low. You hate women because women are the only ones that are low tier." We'll see, because that's gonna change eventually, and we'll get to Foxy. He's not F tier. I'm just moving him up. Foxy is he's C. I like him a little more Chica. I don't like this character that much. He's okay. He's just okay. Again, I already talked about him a little bit. He's just there. He's not even the character you want to keep an eye on. He's when you're looking at the cameras, so he kind of fails at that. Um, that's mostly Freddy, so he's not even interesting in that aspect. The only thing he does is like he's the one who can kill you without your cameras down. But even then, to an extent, Freddy can do that if he's already in your room. You just can't enter your room without looking at the camera. So, I mean, yeah, he's a very if he was not in the first game, if he wasn't like one of the original characters who was like super unique, because his gameplay still is unique, he'd probably be in D tier. But like, yeah, he's all right. I much prefer his redesign. Oh, and Golden Freddy. Um, I really like Golden Freddy a whole lot. He's the only character in the first game. Well, not here, but he's the one character I think is legitimately like really cool. I love the mysterious vibe of him. He's actually pretty creepy Easter egg. Um, I think that Golden Freddy, we might as well do this Golden Freddy. I think he looks cooler. I like him just being as a late game character in the Sixth Night. I like that concept really a lot. Um, but I genuinely like both these characters. They're some of my favorites. And he gets expanded upon in a way that's actually interesting on like another certain character who's really cool because of the mysteries. But yeah, A tier for both these two. Here's Puppet. We're gonna have a lot of A tiers. That's gonna change, but when we get lower to some of the later games, we're gonna have a lot lower tiers. But for now, the first couple of games had some really good characters, and Puppet is another one I think is really good. I don't know to put him. I'm gonna keep him the same tier as Golden Freddy because, like, I think Golden Freddy's cooler. I do like the role the puppet fills a little bit. He's an interesting villain. Maybe a little too try hard in the creep value, but I don't know. I like the puppet. The puppet's a good antagonist of the series. Kind of weird. It's like, what do you call this? A lot of people get this character's gender confused, but like, puppet's like a male, but the ghost is a female. Like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, another obvious contender. Um, Springtrap, easy S tier. And by the way, I am gonna rank these. By the way, so it's not like, oh, these characters are unordered. No, this is all ordered. And I think the best way to do that is just to go along, like, okay, I'm gonna put this character in this tier. Now, do I like him more than this character? No, but what about this character? Yes. But Springtrap. No, I already really I think the third game is by far the best, and that's going to be a controversial opinion. I don't really care, because, like, this character is probably the most complex, and because of that, he's so interesting and memorable. But even when you don't consider that, like, all the backstory about this character is awesome. A really cool protagonist, or not protagonist, definitely not protagonist, a really cool antagonist. And the rare screens for this character, um, like, this one where you can see, like, a face and, like, his nose through, like, an empty head. And then you see this, where you actually see his face with that really creepy noise. It's genuinely some of the, I think the fourth game's the scariest, but that's like one of the best scares in the series. Uh, Inarguably A tier. I might move these two up to S tier, depending on. You know what? I am actually going to, because A tier is getting a little crowded. I think these characters are like some of the best. Okay, so now moving on to the Phantoms. Really, really tough ranking these because they're kind of lame, but at the same time, they're just the same. I like the foreshadowing of them being burnt to foreshadow what happens to Fazbear's Fright, but otherwise they're just kind of okay. Um, this one's interesting because it's like, is this Freddy or is this Golden Freddy? And I think it's actually supposed to be Golden Freddy. Phantom Freddy is just kind of, it's really hard to rank these. I like this one because he's missing a leg. So I'm gonna put him like, yeah, just about. The only one I think I have a strong opinion on is Phantom Balloon Boy. Probably one of the creepiest characters on it, because Balloon Boy is already kind of creepy, but then you make him even more uncanny, and definitely one of my favorites. That's why I want to. I don't want to rank Phantom Balloon Boy lower than Springtrap. Um, he's top two scariest characters in the series. I'm gonna keep him. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these two here. Top two creepiest characters in the series. I already mentioned the other one. Balloon Boy is already creepy. He's a lot creepier. So that's that. Phantom Chica. I actually like Phantom Chica. She's actually a little unnerving. I like her jump scares, like one of the only few in the series that isn't like ridiculous or just okay. It's actually kind of a creepy movement where she just kind of moves forward really fast at you. It reminds me of the one video. Oh Uh, Ghost chair. You remember this video? The fuck? What is this? Um. This video? This fucking video? Where she just kind of rushes at you, like, really fast? That's what this jump scare reminds me of, and I kind of like that. But the one thing makes me want to rank her so high, she looks really fat. I mean, let me just look up. Uh, Look how fat she looks. She looks so fucking fat. Uh, that's funny. That's funny. But I quite enjoy her. She kind of reminds me of Golden Freddy. Her scare is very similar to Golden Freddy, so that's cool. And it's not an immediate jump scare. It's like, oh, am I safe? I think I'm safe. And you zoom over and she just rushes at you. That's kind of cool. But I do like her for being fat. So a B tier, a little bit behind, above Freddy. Yeah, that's good. Puppet is literally the same thing as the normal puppet, but he's not as interesting. I'll put him in C tier. I'm gonna put him at the bottom of C tier. He's just there. In fact, Mangle's pretty much the same. Not much to say. Same with Foxy. These I don't have anything to say on. They're just kind of there. I like the fact that it uses the... You know, I'm going to put this one a little bit higher because, like, I like the fact that this one uses this game's version and not this stupid fucking original version. But I think this one's actually... it's okay. I don't like how I was missing his hook. I don't know why. Okay. Now we're moving on to the fourth game. The fourth game's interesting. Either they look... There's one animatronic, and I mean like actual animatronic, that is middle ground. Either they're cool, like some of the coolest, or they suck. Let's move on. The Phantom Freddy's the only one who I think is average, because like he's still better designed than this. I like how skinny he looks in comparison to Fredbear being this big, intimidating character, and you only see him when he's gonna kill you, so that's kind of interesting. I also like the mechanic. But, like, otherwise, he's fine. He's just fine. I originally put Phantom Bonnie in, like, D tier, because he looks ridiculous, kind of, but I think he's legitimately kind of cool. Something about him. His jump scare looks really stupid. If we can take a look at this. Um, no, not Phantom. Like, the last frame of it, he looks cute. He's got these big glowing anime eyes, these fluffy whiskers. But like when you look at the never mind. When you look at him otherwise, he's just kind of I don't know why he looks that way. This one looks fine. So it's gonna load. I don't think it's gonna load. It looks fine. But yeah, he's a little grizzly. I kinda like that. I just wish he didn't look so goofy. But otherwise I think he's kinda cool. You know, he's kinda cool. So I'm gonna put him a little higher. I'll put him top of B tier. Yeah, right here. He's pretty good. I don't like him as much. I think this one's creepier, but I still think it's a good redesign. It's interesting, I'd say. It's interesting. Okay, oh. I don't need to say anything. I adore this redesign. This is one of the best redesigns ever. And I'm going to say why. Because Chica is always, other than one other appearance, always been like low tier trash when it came to like memorable, creepy, or even cool characters. Because Chica's always looked goofy. So what they did were they were like, okay, even this version, they're like, we're gonna take this, we're gonna remove these goofy looking teeth with sharp ones to make her look animalistic, And like, even though the other ones, like Bonnie here, they still look like they have eyes, she looks like she doesn't have eyes. She looks so soulless and evil, and I love that design. One of my favorite robot designs. It is up there with a Metal Sonic and Soundwave, and even to an extent, like some of the Bionicles. It's some of my favorite robot designs ever. I love Phantom Chica so goddamn much. Such a not Phantom Nightmare Chica. I even bought the really shitty Funko articulated figure that like isn't even that good, just because I like the character design. I'm probably not gonna do that for the others. I might get Springtrap maybe, but like the others suck. So I'm not even like characters that like Bonnie or Golden Freddy. I'm not gonna get those because those suck. But I really like this character so much that I even went out of my way to pay money for this. It wasn't even that much, but you know, I was kind of disappointed with it. But I still really love this character design. They need to make an actual high quality merchandise, cause like it's so hard to mess this character design up, but they keep doing it for some reason. Cause they keep giving her like a blue eye and make her look almost goofy. Make her head like really round and oversized. I mean, I know she has a big head, but like not in that way. So yeah, really like this character design. People like gave me shit for being the FNAF nerd, and I guess I'm kind of acting like it right now. But like, for just for having a profile picture of this character, it's not even because I'm a big fan of the series. It's just because I really love this character design. It's so good. Oh, I love it. I love it. Really love it. Okay. After the nightmares, we'll go over the why are the toy ones at the bottom? What the fuck? Anyways, Nightmare Foxy. I think he's a cool redesign. I'd probably put him like right here. I don't think it's as good as this one, but it's still decently cool looking. You know? Um, okay, so Nightmare Fredbear. Another one that I think is one of the best. In fact, originally these two were the only in S tier. And the reason for that is I just like the fact that, well, one, I think he looks interesting and cool. And he's really big and intimidating. I just love the fact that they took Golden Freddy and just made him the main antagonist, but made him like his own character. You know, Nightmare Fredbear, and he's drastically different to Freddy. And even though I'm like, okay, this night can't be hard because it's just him. Just listen to either side, listen for a laugh. It legitimately took me a couple of tries to beat it, and like, I think when I beat the other four nights on my first try, I think I only died once. And that's because my younger brother was watching, and he was just being really loud because he was scared. Because I forced him to watch because I'm a fucking terrible brother. And he kept making like scared noises, and I didn't hear, and I died to Bonnie. Um, but like other than that, like the first four nights, no deaths because I knew what to listen for. It was a scary good time, but I think even night six I didn't die. I might have died like once or twice, but I didn't die on night six. But like legitimately. Um, really tough character. Really scary as well. So you know these two are like the best. I really wish this was the Build-A-Figure instead of Nightmare Yon, and we will get to him later. Nightmare. He's the same thing as Nightmare Fredbear, except not as interesting. It's a cool redesign, but like, I think he's B tier at this. He's interesting. Like, it's the same thing, but transparent. When I was younger, when I first saw him, I should say, I thought he just had bigger claws and like his lower half didn't have any of the shell. It was just the endoskeleton. That would have been kind of interesting. I probably would have put him like maybe A tier. That's not the case. It wasn't the case. Um, so kind of lame. But I think otherwise, you know, he's, he's still cool. Just not as interesting as Nightmare Fredbear. And Plus Trap. I mean, I get why they added him because they're like, oh, we want to have the original seven No, six in the game. The four from the first game. Then we have uh, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. You know, and they're like, well, Springtrap. And this was before they were haunted. Probably didn't even see Spring, so they're just like, okay, here's a plush trap toy. It's an interesting way of doing things, but like otherwise, it's just Springtrap at night. It's just a plush. So I'm putting about Chica. Oh dear, Jacko Bonnie and Jacko Chica. I don't like either of these. Jacko Chica still kind of cool, I guess, but like I don't like these two. It's just Halloween spooky. They're orange and yellow. They kill a fellow. But like other than that, they're just I don't like them. I don't like them. They both go. You know, D tier for you, C tier for you. Because it is a redesign. It's an unnecessary redesign of one of my favorites. Otherwise, they're just kind of lame. I really wish they just made nightmare versions of the toy animatronics, but considering these two, they probably would have fucked it up. And let's go with Mangle. I quite enjoy Mangle quite a bit. Um, really, I think they're about the same as Foxy. About the same. I think it's a little better because I like the fact that Mangle's annoying radio noises, but it makes it harder to listen for the breathing, so it adds a level of difficulty. And that's really cool. And I like the fact that it's just not just Jacko Foxy like they did later in the VR game. So yeah, I also like this little head. It's like a creepy looking skull. That's cool. But now I gotta rank these two fuck faces. I'm just gonna say it. These are some of the lamest redesigns. They had so much potential. So much potential. I'm gonna put U and F tier. I fucking hate Nightmarion. First off, why is he called Nightmarion? I like Nightmare, Nightmarionette. He's even though he's technically the puppet. That's a cool name. Why didn't they just call him Nightmarionette? Nightmarion is such a stupid fucking name. Number two, I really hate his voice. And this is just kind of going off on a tangent. I really fucking hate how they gave every single character in the seventh game a voice. Because they're just big animatronics. And like he sounds like a deep, deep throat, deep throat, deep, uh, deep voice, deep pitch voice, Venom to make Nightmare Puppet. It's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. And this redesign is fucking horrible because all they did was give him sharp teeth, big, goofy, wide eyes. I like the other parts of the redesign. But they fucked this up so bad. You know what they could have done? Okay, take this version. Make him taller, make him lankier, give him the tall fingers. That's cool. Um, Monochrome colors. That's exquisite. Maybe they could have. I don't know about the teeth. I don't know about the teeth. The teeth you can also do. But make the mask. This version looks cleaner than this version. Make the mask all dirtied, kind of like this, but not to this extent. Make the eyes like these are just big eye holes. Have them have big eyes, but it's not because there's big holes. Maybe make it faded, maybe cracked, and then give them little white tiny irises that you can only see when he's standing in front of your door. How cool would that would have been a really cool redesign. But and they got there was the right idea, but they just fucked it up. And Phantom Balloon Boy sucks too. I'm putting him in D tier. I'm putting him in below this. Because it's just Balloon Boy, but he's got a bunch of teeth. He's got big fingers. And I get with the big fingers and the big teeth. But these versions are all. The reason they work is because they have so much attention to detail. And they look so animalistic with the robotic eyes instead of the more humanoid looking ones. All the detail and everything. That's why they work. That's why I like the character designs. But like this, it's so clean. It's super clean. And like, why does he have a big gaping mouth? I get why they did that with Chica. Because Chica here has a big gaping mouth. Bonnie himself still isn't as big of a gaping mouth. Because like, well, you can't really see it. It's like this, where you can still see like the big hinge. Like, this version of Freddy doesn't have a huge mouth. Neither does this version. This one does, for some reason. So this one has a big mouth. And it's like, they could have just... And again, this was already a really cool redesign. This is a really cool concept for, like, a character. Maybe, like, I don't know, dirty him up a little bit. Give him some sharper teeth. Kind of like this version, but, like, once again, with, like, robotic eyes instead of these big humanoid ones. Oh, big problem. And then give him sharp teeth. And maybe the fingers. And it probably would have been an okay redesign, but this is just goofy. It's just goofy as fuck. How am I supposed to be intimidated by someone who's got this big old... Like, he looks like a big kid. It's not scary. So yeah, I hate these two. These two are such wasted potential. Such wasted potential. So like I said, either I like them... The only one in the C tier is, like, a really bad redesign of a character I think is great. Would probably be in D tier. Otherwise, there's no ones I have okay thoughts on, other than maybe Nightmare Freddy. Even then, he's an okay redesign. Like, all these are cool. These two are really good, and then these two suck. I'm not gonna rank Old Man... I'm not gonna rank any of these characters, because they're not it. Fuck off. Okay, we're gonna rank the toy animatronics. Freddy... Originally, he was an F tier, because, like... And he's still... You know, he's gonna stay in F tier. I like the fact that he's a big, goofy idiot, but I think the problem with him is, other than maybe Ultra Custom Night, where he is kind of a big pain in the ass, you can't die by him. Name me a single time someone actually fucking died to this character. Because, like, the instinct... Because he's basically the same as a Withered Freddy. He literally does the whole, you gotta put on the mask really quick. But if you see him in the hallway and you put your mask on for a while, he's gonna be gone. And by the second time, you're like, okay, I learned from, you know, Chica not killing me. Maybe I don't do that, so you don't pay attention to him. And then you flash your light, and then he's really close. So you're like, okay, let me put on the mask. And after like 10 seconds, he's gone. He's literally like, uh, Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica, except if you fuck up, you don't immediately die. You still have a long time to be like, oh shit, he's in the room, let me put on the mask. It's such a rare opportunity for him to die. Even like Markiplier in the 1020 mode, where he actually is a threat, he never died. He never died to him. There were times where he could have, but that was because like Puppet, you know, got out. And he just stopped giving a fuck, and he just happened to be there. He's so... I mean, like, he's harder in the other games. Like the Gmod version, um, the Help Wanted version of the game, because he's unique. But he literally fulfills the same role as like three other assholes, and nobody ever dies. Oh, and his jump scare. Um, what the fuck is this? Hold on, wait for it to load. Why isn't it not loading? These aren't gifts. Look at this. Oh, I'm waiting for it to load. Look at this fucking jump scare. Who would ever get scared by this? He's just laughing. That's not scary. Even when he's in the office, he doesn't have his eyes. That's a little creepy. Lame. Yeah, Toy Freddy sucks. He's not. I like Nightmare even less. Toy Bonnie. I think he's just as bad, but at least he's at least a little memorable because um This is legitimately kind of creepy. I think Freddy's a little goofy, but the other two are actually kind of scary. So, like, there's that. And plus, he reminds me of Silent Hill, so. He at least goes in C tier. I think Bonnie's okay. Where did I put Bonnie? Okay. Yeah, put him in C tier. Bottom is C tier. Close to D, but C tier. Alright, Phantom Chica. A lot of people like this character, and for obvious reasons, because she has big pink panties, and she has a very enlarged chest and Nicki Minaj thighs. And if she just looked like this, she'd probably be like, I don't know, D tier. But she's probably the scariest character in the game because I like when she removes her beak and she has black eyes. Such an uncanny character because she's already like really humanoid. Other than the beak, she's really humanoid, but with that like robotic effects, she's actually kind of scary. So I really like her because of that. She goes in A tier because of that. Um, Push kind of bad. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Um, oh, ugh. Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. I'm not gonna hold back. These characters suck. I don't like a single one of these characters. I'm gonna go away. Circus Baby. One of the lamest attempts at being a mainstream Five Nights at Freddy's character. Springtrap pulled it off so well. Puppet pulled it off pretty well. Baby is... I like the voice actress. Because she's talented. A lot of people are like, oh, she's the kid. No, she's not the kid. Because you also hear the kid later on. She talks about killing the kid. I want to talk about the fun time mechanic. These are literally like the point of the split heads is just so they reveal their endoskeleton face for the jump scares. And it's so goofy. It's so impractical because of that. It's like, why does that even exist? And the thing with Baby, but like, not Baby. The thing with the Phantom, the Fun Times, that they're literally designed to kill people. And that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. It's so lame. Like, why? That's fucking ridiculous. Um, Baby's probably my least favorite. No, she's not my least favorite. She's my second least favorite. Maybe. She's just this big fat ass baby. Um, she goes in D tier. I like the voice actress, but other than that, because of the voice actress, I'm gonna put her at the top of D tier. But otherwise, Baby's so stupid. Ballora is probably my least favorite. She's apparently like a mom. She's just a ballerina. I like the idea, the mechanic behind, her killing you, where you have to listen, you have to move slowly. But it's so butt easy. Only people who suck at the game die to Ballora. I've never died to Ballora. I've died to Funtime Foxy. I've died to Funtime Freddy. I've died to Bonnet. I've died to Ennard. I've never fucking died to Ballora because it's so easy. You hear the music, stop, wait for it to go, then run fast. The only thing I like about that section is like the enhanced loud hand unit saying, "It seems you're taking a long time. Please get through as quickly as possible." That's funny. I think it's funny, especially because of the fact that it's bass boosted slightly, because you're listening so closely, and then you hear, "It seems you're taking a long time." That's the only funny moment of that game. Otherwise, Ballora is lame. She looks stupid too. I genuinely do not like Ballora. In fact, she goes F tier. I hate Ballora. Funtime Foxy. I Okay, like once you know what to do, I think I accidentally fucked up because all you have to do, flash. You don't see Funtime Foxy. Run 8 steps, flash and do the same thing. If you see him, wait. I saw like him in the corner, so I was like, oh fuck. I accidentally moved and I flashed. He killed me. Other than that, she's just lame. Like I want to see Funtime Foxy fucking fan art. Jesus Christ. This jump scare is so funny that I literally I use the GIF as a meme. Is that stupid? Look at this. It's so stupid. One time Foxy has these big, shiny anime eyes and a permanent smile. I don't find this character scary. At least the proportions are a little bit unnerving with these long arms and the radical shaking of the head. They look tiny in this stupid jump scare. They look tiny, so you know what? You go in D tier. I think you're you're not voiced by Heather Masters, so you're slightly worse. Funtime Freddy's the only one I think is okay. I don't know why. First off, his jump scare noise isn't ridiculously stupid. Um, Otherwise, I think he's okay. I like him genuinely. I think I like him a little more than this. So. I like Funtime Freddy. You know what? Yeah. Bon Bon's name is stupid. His jump scare's stupid. Also, he's called Bon Bon. I get why, but the D tier. It's literally just Toy Bonnie, but no personality. No personality. Also, his the little cassettes you play are so repetitive, and it doesn't matter. It wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't for the fact you have to play like 5 at a time just to get them back to the same place. That minigame's a cool idea, but it's just ruined by just being like not well not well enough designed. Oh, Ennard. I want to talk about you. I'm gonna put him in C tier just for now. That's not his permanent placement. Ennard's like supposed to be like the puppet or like Springtrap levels of major antagonist. And I get what they were going for with this character, and he's almost cool. He's almost scary. I like the secret knight. That's cool. Otherwise, I do not like this character. Like his design. Like when you see him in the shadows or in the hallways, he looks really big and intimidating. But then, like when you actually see him, he looks scrawny. He's 4 animatronics in one, and he's this scrawny. He's really short. What the hell is this? Oh, whatever. Like, what is this? Why is he so scrawny? Like, when you're in the scooping room and you see him, he looks really massive, but like he's so scrawny. And like his mask. Let me go to this one. Like, his jump scares are funny too. This is why I hate these characters. Okay, anyways. Um, Look at his jump scare. This is what I'm talking about. He's not scary. He's not ugly. He's not cool. He looks like this. He looks so stupid. He's got this big old smile. He's got these glistening eyes. I'm not supposed to take this character seriously as one of the main antagonists, but he looks like this. If they like, I get what they're going for. If they didn't give him these like big goofy eyes, because the mask itself's kind of creepy. They made him bigger. You didn't see like his endoskeleton face and these big goofy teeth. I like the jump scare, like when he doesn't have the mask and his mouth's just going up and down. It looks like it literally legitimately looks like it reminds me of when Ashens removed E.T.'s skin from that one video. That's cool. I like that. But then this mask kind of ruins it. If they made him bigger, either completely made the mask uncanny or just had just had this whole like endoskeleton look to him, I'd probably put him like B tier maybe. But for now, D tier. I don't know what you're thinking. Oh, but Balloon Boy, he's got big eyes. Well, one, they're kind of soulless looking, and two, they fit with his character design a lot better than someone like Ennard, who's supposed to be this big, intimidating, creepy character. When he's just kind of like this uncanny valley tiny guy. He doesn't even look uncanny. He just looks goofy. So before anyone brings that up, like actually like his jump scare from the 8th game. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think I will. Where you don't see his eyes and his face opens up. It's pretty. It's pretty creepy. But like, yeah, I don't like Ennard. Ennard's a lame addition to the series. Okay, Bibibab. I'm gonna put Bibibab and the fucking the mini Reners in F tier because not only are they pointless, but their jump scare noise is so fucking hilarious. Bibibab jump scare sound. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like it's hilarious. I can't even listen to that. Oh, because my fucking speakers are at 14. Listen to this shit. It just sounds like a little kid going. You know that one video? It's like a little meme. A little meme. There's like this meme of like this kid screeching. It's common in those the wild area is savage or whatever, or like the Pokemon are chasing after the human. They make the trainer do this high pitched scream. That's literally what this sounds like, and it's fucking hilarious. No, like this sounds dumb enough, but in the game it fades in, which is so funny. Let me find it. Maybe this one might be better. No. Um, sister location jump scares. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. Let me go. Okay, yeah. Oh, loud. I'm gonna turn it down. Jeez, do you need 1 minute of just you playing the game? Not even. You can listen to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go. Do you expect me to take this character seriously? Plus, they look stupid, so they're F tier. A little bit. Alright, this is gonna piss off a lot of people. Um, I don't like a little bit. I really don't like Funtime Foxy. I get why a little bit exists, because it's in FNAF world. But like, literally called lolbit. You have to type LOL. F tier just for that. No, I like Toy Freddy, but you know, at least Toy Freddy, he's kind of like the punching bag. Like he's always like people always see him as like the big buffoon that nobody takes seriously. He's even like objectively the worst character in FNAF world that literally nobody uses, other than like fucking weirdos. Literally, at least his appeal is that he sucks. But like, yeah, this character's just bleh. Alright, I'm not gonna rank Electric Bab because it's literally the same character. Actually, you know what? Put him at the bottom because such a lazy character. Yendo sucks too. Put him in F tier because like when I saw this, I was like, why the fuck did you add this character? Like at least the other characters, okay, you know what? Pink Bon, stupid, but whatever. You know, just dragging out to make custom night. At first, unless you see a very rare screen in Funtime Foxy, you don't know who this asshole is. You don't. And I get what he is. Like sometimes Funtime Foxy, you see him. I get that. But like other than that, he's just so. Why does he exist? Should just. Eh. Should have just stayed as a rare Easter egg. You know, I'd be like, I don't know if they decided to make a Five Nights at Freddy's 3, a Five Nights at Freddy's 3 custom night, and then they added Golden Freddy or Shadow Freddy. I don't know what it is. Golden Freddy. You all know what I'm talking. Not to. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this guy. This guy you see in the corner very rarely. This guy. Yeah, he's Yendo is that, but an actual character. This isn't a character. It's just a cool Easter egg. If he was just that, I wouldn't rank him. The fact they made him a character is kind of lame. Bonnet sucks too. I think his mechanic's stupid. I hate him a little bit more. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a sheet. Who gets shit? Okay. Now we move on to the sister location or pizzeria simulator. These characters are just as stupid, but they're more on the nose stupid and intentionally stupid. So I'm gonna rank them a little higher. First off, fucking love Trash in the Gang. They're joke characters done right. They're not like slapped in a serious game like Sister Location. They're they're literally just discount fucking animatronics that are meant for a laugh. Like number one crate is my fucking soul animal. I love this dude. I love this dude. He's just fucking bad. He's a crate with these foam fingers. And like they're intentionally joke characters. So I'm fine with them. They're funny. They're actually funny characters. And speaking of funny, I do like Helpy quite a bit. I'm gonna put him in like B tier. So like he's genuinely pretty funny. Even though it's like really childish humor, no one has not laughed at like when you played like the little ball pit noises, you fuck up and you just hear him crack his back and he just dies. That's pretty good slapstick. Like, you know, it's legitimately good slapstick. You know, even though not everyone can agree Five Nights at Freddy's is scary, at least they can be funny sometimes. You know, I'm not talking about shitty exotic butters memes. I'm talking about like legitimately good humor. So Helpy's a funny animatronic. He's kind of quirky, and I mean like quirky in an actual way, and not just oh Bon Bon or Mr. Hippo going on long philosophical speeches. But let's talk about these guys. These guys suck, but they're intentionally made to suck. But I would be fine with them if they weren't everywhere on merchandise. Like, listen. We don't have quality merch for Nightmare. We only have a Lego Made figure of Nightmare Fredbear, and these two. We don't have anything of this guy. But we have, like, more figures of fucking Happy Frog to count. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. So I'm gonna rank all of them in. I'm not gonna put them in F tier, but D tier. You know what? I'm gonna put you in F tier because you suck. Um, you're annoying. You're stupid. When I saw this, I'm like, oh, I thought the video played. It was just my stomach. I legitimately thought, okay, this is when the series ran out of ideas. Are you fucking serious? The rest of these suck. I like probably like Mr. Hippo the most, and not because of his funny speech, but because of characters like Bon Bon and others. Scott likes to reach back to the fan base, be like, oh hey, this YouTuber said something, so I'm gonna put them in the game canon. My theory is that because he's a big purple character, not dissimilar to Bonnie, I feel like this character was added because Blasphemous HD kept calling Bonnie a fucking hippo. And that's funny. If that's true, he'd probably go in like B tier, but if not, D tier. I'd probably put him in F tier just because how fucking annoying and not funny his speech is. Because you can't skip it. I literally got killed by him for some unknown reason. Like the little vent mechanic wasn't working for some reason. And I got killed by him. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna restart the game. I reloaded the game. The speech restarted. And then I got booted back to the main screen. Like, what the fuck is that? Let me skip your unfunny fucking speech. Fuck you. I think my least favorite's Ned Bear. Ned Bear's going in F tier because, like, he's pointless. At least these are interesting animals that we saw. Like, we saw a frog in Happiest Day. We saw a pig, a hippo. I don't know if we saw an elephant. We didn't see a Ned Bear. He's just, if he's supposed to be Fredbear, that's kind of funny. I don't think he is, so he just sucks. I'm gonna put him like here because I hate Ned Bear. Now you go right here. I don't like Ned Bear. I like Orville. No, I like Pig Patch the best. Orville just because I like how he's a little more expensive, but otherwise, yeah, these guys suck. None of them are good. Oh, and the rock stars. All of these are an F tier. I hate all of these fuckers. Why did these exist? They're just ugly. They're ugly and they're stupid. I'm gonna put them like right here. These guys suck so bad. I cannot stand them. Like, they're so bland. There's nothing about them to like. Even these two, you know, it's okay. This one has the microphone. This one plays the guitar. This one's just a pirate that hangs out in the corner, and this one, like, I don't know, has food. They literally just like, okay, we're just gonna give them shitty instruments. They suck. I like this one's bird, but they suck. I really didn't like the first game that much outside of like in game, other than the fact they're kind of charming. Oh, but these guys suck. They just straight up suck. Music Man's kind of interesting, I guess. I'm gonna put him in C tier because like we haven't had a C tier since Toy Bonnie. Jesus, he's kind of creepy, but he's not put off to be creepy. I'm gonna put him above Foxy. Yeah, that's good. Um, but yeah, just kind of strange character. How cheap is kind? I like his ad. His ad is kind of funny. But otherwise, he's just like expensive for no real reason. He's got a Mexican hat, which kind of gives him personality. He goes in D tier. He sucks. And Funtime Cheek, I don't know why she's in the game. She just looks stupid. I mean, look at her. Yeah, just no. Just no. Bottom of D tier. Ew. All right, now we get to the four evil characters. The evil bad guys. Um. So, Molten Freddy. Molten Freddy, I think, is C tier. I think he looks a little goofy. He's probably my second favorite character from Fazbear Pizzeria Simulator, so I'll put him at the top of C tier. He's kind of cool looking, but at the same time, he's kind of messy of a design. He's just ridiculous to an extent. And I really hate the fact that this is supposed to be one of my least favorite things about this game is it reminds me of Bionicle Stars, if you don't know what that is, which they only, for the last year, they only made 6 figures, one for each color. Instead of making like 6 Toa, they're just like, okay, we're gonna use 6 figures to represent 9 years. And they didn't do it well at all. They had like two of them. Okay, so one was Tahu. That was a good choice. I forget what his name was, the white guy. At the end of was it 2003? Yeah, it was 2003. That's when the movie came out. Takanuva, I think is his name. At that, it made sense. Um, nothing, absolutely fucking nothing for 2004, the best year. I'm going off on a tangent. I know this video is already long. Um, then we got the Rakshi, not the Rakshi. What were they called? Paraka. That's right, the Paraka. And that was cool because yo Paraka, have funny meme. And they did have the Rockshi, which was cool, even though it was yellow and Rockshi didn't come in yellow. I don't know why. And then they made two from 2009. It's not a good representation. The toys sucked. They kind of did that where it's like, okay, we're wrapping the lore up, but with the four characters that represent everything. We have the puppet, which makes sense. Springtrap, which makes sense. Circus Baby, which represents Ennard. Okay. And then Funtime Freddy is supposed to be, well, not only is he a murder machine, but he's all of the original guys into one. That's just kind of lazy and stupid, which was my point. So yeah, Funtime Freddy, he's kind of cool looking. At the same time, he's not, and I don't like his story. So he's okay. He's all right. I like him a little bit more than Music Man. Ugh. Scrap Trap. At one point, this was my least favorite. No, that's still probably Nightmarian. But he's still um, pretty solid F tier. This is everything I hate about what they did with Purple Guy. Fucking okay. First off, he's called William Afton. I just want to say, why did they? What did they do to Purple Guy? Remember when he was in like a? You didn't know much about him other than he killed children. So he's like, who the fuck is that? He's kind of creepy. You didn't know who he was. At most, you knew, okay, he's Springtrap. That's kind of cool. You fight him off in the last game. That's cool. And that was it? Then you saw him in an Easter egg in the fourth game. It was like, oh, okay. He's a worker here. That's all you knew? Then they reintroduced him in the books, and he's like, "Oh, he's William Afton. He make these murder machines because he's sad that his son's dead, and then he's a mastermind engineer who loves his kids, except for Michael Afton, because he killed Joseph, or I don't know what the fuck his name is, and then." Apparently, he doesn't want to kill the children, but glitch trap. It's like, this is fucking stupid. You ruined all the scariness of them, and not only is this a terrible, terrible, terrible redesign, but they gave him a voice, and he sounds so cliche. They gave him like a. There's a video. It's called like Memories, I believe. It's by this guy called Swimpus McGrumpus, and he just sounds like this fucking. He sounds like someone Bill O'Reilly would have on his like show, and he just it's actually kind of creepy because you hear him and he literally just sounds like a sociopath, and then in the actual games he has this British voice, and then when you hear him he just has this deep British voice. He's like, oh, I always come back. It's like they fucking ruined this character. I'm gonna put him at the bottom just because they fucking ruined this character. Fuck you, Scrap Trap, or fuck you, William Afton. Fuck you. Alright, now we're gonna go to a character we haven't seen in a while. Someone who goes in A tier. Scrap the baby. Legitimately fucking terrifying. I think her jump scare kind of sucks, but otherwise she's legitimately like, look. For some reason, a lot of porn of her. I don't know who would want to get off on this. Like, you get your hard on by this. Like, first off, that's our doing it with just normal babies kind of weird. But like, whatever. But like this, what the fuck is wrong with you? This legitimately looks unnerving. It looks creepy, unsettling. Her jump scare is pretty funny though. Um, like what the fuck is this? What the fuck are you doing? You know? Um, let me find an image like where she's just in the dim light and you can barely see her and her arms just resting on the table. Pretty yeah, like this. This is creepy. It's like legitimately fucking unnerving. So like, good job. You managed to make a character in Pizzeria Simulator that doesn't either completely suck or is okay. Here's my clap. That's why I hate that game. That game has literally no good. At least, other than trash in the game, obviously, but like, at least Funtime Freddy was at least a little cool. But like, otherwise, yeah, just no. Okay, so we're almost done. I'm not gonna rank DD. No, these two I will rank. They're okay. I think they're decent. I don't know why Shadow Bonnie's a toy Bonnie, but I think he's alright. I'll put both these two at the bottom of B tier. They're interesting little Easter eggs, but I think otherwise, yeah. And that's the tier list. Oh, and I forgot Lefty. I'm like, why is this puppet? I get that this is the puppet, but like, why? I think, and he looks kind of goofy too. You just look at Lefty. Like, let me find. Yeah, Lefty's jump scare. Look at this. He looks goofy. This doesn't scare me. It's silly. It's not in a good way, like trashing the game, or even some of the Ultimate Custom match. It just looks stupid. So I don't like Lefty. Lefty's a terrible attempt at the puppet. Not as bad as Light Marion, but still pretty bad. I'm gonna put him in D tier. Bottom of D tier. Okay, so that's the list. That is my tier list of Five Nights at Freddy's characters. Um, favorite being Nightmare Chica, and my least favorite being Night Marionette and Scrap Trap, because these two ruin really good characters. So, like, I think character-wise, Ned Bear just sucks the most, and I fucking hate these guys. Plus Electro Baby, like Electrobab is pretty pointless. So yeah, all of these are just pointless or just dumb. I don't like them. I kind of want to put Toy Freddy up at the bottom of T tier. These guys are just I don't like. They're just really flawed. Um, C tier characters are okay. You know, don't have really strong feelings about them. These are I quite enjoy these. These characters I do like. I do like quite a bit. Um, these are really good. I really like these characters in S tier. I will literally get merch of these characters just for. Okay, so that's it. Oh yeah, I forgot Scrap Baby. Didn't she have a build figure? I might get that. Um, so that's the tier list. I know not everyone's gonna be happy with his list. I know some of these placements, like probably Foxy, Ennard, Baby, probably Chica, you know, being really low, especially like Nightmare. I feel like a lot of people are gonna disagree with these two. Maybe not this one, but probably this one and maybe this one. Um, maybe people aren't gonna be happy with this one, or this one. I think otherwise, yeah, like I said, not everyone's gonna agree with this list. I know. I didn't put characters like fucking Freddy at the top just because he's Freddy Fazbear. But otherwise, that's my list. So I'll see you later.